Welcome. Good evening, guys. Welcome to Sporting Bengal United TV, the home of the best team in Tower Hamlets. And of course, we are doing, I know you've been waiting for me to say that, the home of Sporting Bengal United, of course. And we are doing our Sporting Bengal United versus West Essex match preview. And I'm delighted to have in two very good guests on the show. We've got the club captain, Mr. Sam Edwards, and we have got one of our newest recruitments of the team, Mr. Ted Buchanan. And yeah, guys, obviously, I'll start with you, Sam. Obviously, good to have you on the show. How are you? And obviously, how's the start been for you this season?
Yeah, feel good. Had a slight injury last week, come off against Barking, but should be back ready to go for tonight.
I mean, Barking Sam Beckenbauer for what Matty was telling me.
not quite. Not quite. I think the legs are pushing me further back to centre half. Not that I want it to. I want to be in the middle, but it's probably somewhere I'll probably
team selections in the next half an hour, so we'll have to wait and see what happens. Yeah. And Ted, obviously, Ted's obviously one of our newest recruitments, plays at left back. And obviously, how are you? And how's the start of the season been for you?
Yeah, all good, thanks, mate. Yeah, I think we've had a really good start. I think we're starting to upset a few people. People starting to realise what we can do this year. We've got to take it a game at a time. 3 points tonight. Keep moving.
I mean, the last time we played here was we salvaged a draw against Barker Still, and you got your first goal for the club. And I mean, that must give you a bit of confidence going into tonight's game as well.
Yeah, it's always nice to get a goal. Just hopefully tonight get a clean sheet. Let the foot boys further forward, chip him in the goals. If I need to, I'll try and help out.
Yeah, no. Obviously, guys, if you are watching the comments, obviously, Ant's put a comment in there, tasty one tonight. Obviously, it's good to see you, mate. Obviously, if you're watching on the repeat, but if you are watching live, make sure you hit that like button. Of course, subscribe to the channel. We are brand new, so obviously, we are working our way up the subscriber count, the view counts, and obviously, we're going to do this on a regular basis, of course. But we'll talk about Saturday. So, obviously, Ted, I'll bring you in. Obviously, myself and Sam, unfortunately, wasn't able to make the game on Saturday, but a 3-3 draw away at Romford, league leaders. You know, it was always going to be a tough game going into that game on Saturday. But how was the nerves before the start of the game? You know, coming off a good win against Barking.
I think the win gave us a lot of confidence. We went into Saturday's game thinking we can get all 3 points. And when you look away from the game, probably could have come away with 3 points. I mean, they could probably say the same thing when the officiating. There was a pen, it should have been a pen. But then we was on the front foot for a lot of the game. Had a lot of chances to score. The keeper made a great save from Kay at the end, with 2 great saves from Kay. It's confidence is a big thing in football. We come away from beating Barking convincingly. We believe we're going to that and get 3 points. Even come away from another point, we believe we're going to tonight and get to another strong side.
Yeah, I mean, Sam, what does that do for yourself? As I said, you know, unfortunately, you wasn't there Saturday, but you know, you to come out of the squad and obviously like to show the depth in our squad that we've got to go into such a big game like Romford, it's big for us.
I think if you're going to do well, you're not going to need a squad of more than 16 players, and people who ain't in got to be patient. And like I said, me not being there, the boys have come in, done well, got a good result.
I mean, it's frustrating, obviously, for yourself. I mean, obviously, you picked up the injury against Barking, and I can see on your face, you filled in at centre half, and you had a decent game, and obviously to not play Saturday, it's obviously a bit heartbreaking, really, for you, really, for such a big game on Saturday.
I'm someone who needs to play games because I'm not the fittest as it is, and if I have a week or two, off, it definitely catches up with me. But centre half is something that I can do. But like I said, I like to feel like I've got at least a year left in centre midfield.
3 more weeks in midfield.
I mean, Ted, I'll bring you in on this. I mean, you know, Sam as club captain. I mean, how obviously, you know, myself and you, obviously, we're newcomers to this squad, but how welcoming is it, like, to have people like Sam around the team? To
pleasantly surprised. I mean, I come from Team Barker Still, where it was a bit of a union, and to come here, I didn't know. I played for other non-league teams before, didn't know what it'd be like, but this is probably one of the best change rooms I've been in, if not the best. The boys have been so welcoming. Lucky Sam lives literally 2 minutes from me, so we've got on well. Joe's come in, you've come in. I think everyone that's come in has made the core stronger. And you can see in the change room, everyone gets on really well with a team of mates, just enjoying playing together.
It's quite an interesting development from last season as well. You know, like to go from step 6 to step 5, and to see the actual development of actually us in the first 4 to 5 games. We've actually really competed quite well. I think the first couple of games we was Great Waker away, and I'm trying to think that the second game of the season we was away from home as well. But you know, to be able to compete in those games at step 5 level, it's actually
but that's a credit. I think that's a credit to the boys we brought in. We brought in Danny, Kay.
Ilford was the second game I was talking about.
Yeah, and like anyone we brought in this year has just built us. We've missed for about 3 or 4 games, missed a few strikers like Liam, but people have come in and done well. I think So it's a credit for the boys that have come in. They've definitely made us stronger. And we was on most people's favourites to go down. So, like I said, it's 7-8 games. We're not going to get ahead of ourselves, but I think we put ourselves at least going to get respected now when we play teams.
I think so. And I think you made a good point. It's, even tonight we're missing Ant still. We've got Liam obviously back in the squad. He's been out the last couple of games. And to see sort of the depth around the squad, I think it's, it's really good to see. But let's not be carried away. I mean, first 6-7 games, we've had a good start. And West Essex tonight is going to be a tough game.
Yeah. I think they're going to be our hardest game so far.
I've
played against them quite a few times over the years, and they've evolved since when I first played them to what they are now. Such an established club, play really good football. Sometimes they play too much football, but I feel like they might have the balance now. But I think it'll definitely be our toughest game.
Yeah. I'll bring you in, Ted, because a few weeks ago I went to watch West Essex. They played Athletic Newham and they won 4-1. Very comfortable, very fast starters. They like to push forward. For me, their fullbacks really like to push on and obviously trying to create chances. And especially with a team, if you're keeping, Athletic Newham have got very good attacking quality as well, to keep them quiet and really put them on the back foot. It's really going to be a test for us tonight.
Yeah, as Sam said, they've become a good side. I've not had much success playing against them the last 2 years. They're a top side, but we believe in what we're doing. I genuinely think after the Barking Montford game, if anyone watched that, they start to look at us now, start to be a bit more worried, a bit more cautious. Sam said there's more respect in their name now. It's going to be a big test. This is the game to play for as a player. There's no point in turning up to play against teams that near the bottom, step below. We play at this level, try and play against the best teams and get more pride out of it when that comes from it.
Definitely. I'm just going to, there's only a few comments in. Obviously, we've only got a couple watching live, but if you're on the repeat, make sure you like, comment and subscribe. Obviously, Ant's in. Yusuf, who's done the intros, outros, all the thumbnails. Big up, mate. Hope you're well. Thanks for all your support on the channel. And my son, I don't know who he's talking to, but all three of us, I'm guessing. Obviously, I want to talk to you guys, obviously, briefly before we get into sort of a bit more about tonight. We'll talk about tonight itself, but it's sort of your sort of pre-match sort of build-up. So I'll start with you, Sam. It's like, we come to the ground, we're ready to play, but what goes through, I asked like Carvel the same sort of question last week, what sort of goes through your mind before a game? Obviously during the game's different, but before, like, making sure, the kit's fully out and that everything's out ready on the pitch, etc., like the importance of all that. But what sort of goes through your mind before a game?
Firstly, probably setting up all the fires. I'm in charge of the fire list, so I'm on the clock.
Loves it.
If anyone's late after 6:30.
He's watching it already.
You know what I mean? 6:45 to put the books out.
I should be gone. But it's just you get in, you see the kit, you go out onto the pitch and get yourself as ready as you can be. Steve and Matty are always superb. Everything's already out for you, and warm-up's always the same. And it's good routine, so you know what you've got to do. And it's just game time. You've got to try and deliver what they want.
I generally think they're holding on to that book, aren't they? They're waiting for 6:45 to make sure it
exactly.
comes in.
Waiting.
Yeah. Ted, same question to you, mate. Obviously, as I said, coming into a new setup is obviously, you felt everyone's made you feel very welcome. But in your own mind, what goes through your sort of mind before the start of a game?
Yeah, so to be fair, the management, everyone included, is bang on with what we have. It's all set out straight for us. So it just allows you to focus on your own game. And even in the chat, the manager's always making sure we're hydrated, everything, making sure we're all in order, everyone's on time. So it just lets you focus on your own thing, worry about your first pass, worry about your first tackle, worry about just starting strong, getting everyone around you. So it's all taken off you, and all you have to worry about yourself. And I think that's a big part of why we've started quite well this season.
Definitely, 100%. I fully agree. Just going to see Ant's comment here.
He loves it.
The league will slowly learn to respect us game on game. We're only getting started, man. Yeah.
That's our super user, isn't it?
As Ant said, obviously you said as well, the opening start to the season we've had is definitely going to put the league on notice as well. And I think correct me if I'm wrong, I think the next 6 or 7 games we've got all home. So to go away from home and actually perform the way we have, and now we've got that. It's not added pressure, I would say. We're at home now. We can make it hopefully a fortress, and it starts tonight.
I think we shouldn't get too carried away because a lot of the games we have won could have gone either way.
Yeah.
So we could be sitting mid-table with half the points we have. Bit of quality have won us the game. Seem to keep going behind, which needs to change. But the next 6 or 7 games will definitely define where we're going to end up at the end of the season. But I feel like we should need to
take each game. That's all we're worried about. Tonight's 3 points. That's it. Move on to Saturday. Stay on my way. Take that. We don't have to think about anything else at the moment. The league table. Does anyone really pay massive attention to the league table at this point of the season? It's if you hear the top teams see about Man City, all they worry about the next game. I think that's all we've got to focus on. Just beat what's in front of us.
And there's no easy games in this league.
No, definitely not anymore.
Not at all. And
we need to get up for the games that we think we're going to win. That's I think we struggle. We always get up for the big games, always, but it's the ones where you feel like you can just walk it that we seem to struggle. So.
I think that's a good. I mean, as you said, no disrespect to any team in the league because they are tough games. But obviously tonight we play a team that's 3 points above us. Next weekend we go into a game that they're struggling at the moment, and I think, as you said, it's like you don't want to sort of change the mindset. You want to keep that mentality.
Down to us, the more experienced players, to keep everyone focused. I think. But,
yeah, definitely.
Like I said, we're not thinking about Saturday. It's just today. It'll be a tough game. I know it'll definitely be a close one. It's just
be a test to see where we're at.
It's going to be a warm one as well, 31 degrees or tonight. I mean, it's dropping down a little bit, but
I'm waiting for the lineup. I might do with the centre half tonight, I think.
Definitely a couple of kilometres less on the. But obviously, we'll briefly sort of start to round up. But there is, I'll do a little bit of fun. So obviously, there's one question I'm going to ask all of you. Obviously, when you all come on, hopefully everyone will get a chance to come on the show, and it's just sort of away from the sort of game itself to make you think about football in a different sort of scale. So I'll ask you first. Yeah, it's not too bad.
Captain does it first.
Yeah. You can play for any club you like. You can play for any manager, and you can play at any stadium, day or night. But the twist is you can't play for a manager that's managed that team before. Yeah. So, for example, you can't play for Manchester City under Pep Guardiola. Yeah. For example, you can play Man City under Stephen Clark, but that's the sort of scenario. So obviously, I'll put you on the spot first. You've got time to think about it. Just a little bit.
I'd love to play for West Ham.
We're going to have the
West Ham manager.
And obviously, it can't be someone that's managed West Ham.
It'll probably be Pep, probably.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And what was the last one?
Anywhere, any stadium apart from the London Stadium, and apart from you got Man City. You got no Man City, no.
I would say the obvious Wembley, but I think it'd be Bernabeu.
Yeah,
especially Bernabeu for me. It's just
Same question to you.
It's literally my three were City. No, it was West Ham, Pep, Bernabeu, but I'll go different. I'll go Barcelona, Klopp. I think passion wear off now. And I would say Bernabeu. I see a video of it on Twitter.
Barcelona, Klopp, and Bernabeu is a bit of a mix. So obviously, that's quite interesting actually. So obviously, lastly, we'll start to wrap up in a minute. But last thoughts on the game tonight. Obviously, massive game. Team selections will be out very, very soon. And as you said, just briefly before we end up, it's a massive game, and obviously for all of you's watching, and obviously all of us tonight, it's making sure we stay switched on, and hopefully we get the 3 points.
Yeah, we're going to every game wanting 3 points, going for 3 points. I don't think we've ever set up for a draw, but as long as we don't lose games like this, we'll be all right.
Pressure's on there. I mean, everyone's looking in.
You
can hear in the background. Clark, mate, you can come in from. Literally, Matty's walking by. Literally, sort of. What's the word? He's sort of making sure. What's it still? The two of them don't say words. This is live now, by the way. They can always go back to it whenever you like.
Last 10 minutes outside. Great host.
I mean, look, we've been having eyes on us.
Ants in the comments, 3 points. I mean, Matt, we'll get your last take on it. I mean, as the boys said, massive game tonight. Fully focused on tonight. Of course, we do sit 3 points behind West Essex. They are a good side, and it's going to be a tough game out there tonight.
Yeah, I think they're one of the footballing teams in the league. Just who they try and play. Listen, every game's going to be tough at this level, especially this type of heat. But Sam back in the captain today, missed the weekend. Big miss on the weekend, I think. Liam, who's outside, back on the bench today. So new signing tonight in the squad as well. So it's all positive. And I can't call it, to be honest. Obviously, 3 points is nice, but listen, West Essex good side. You have to give them credit where credit's due because they've started as well as us. They haven't lost yet. And I think onwards and upwards. I think our season 8 finished. Our season 8 finished tonight, and it don't start tonight. It just carries on from tonight, and that's the main thing.
That's the plan. So that's the plan.
Thanks, Luke.
That's all right. Well, we're going to wrap it there. But obviously, yes, we've got to get ready. We'll be in the change room the next 10 minutes or so, obviously, to get ready for the game. But obviously, he's getting that book. He's getting that book out. But obviously, guys. Obviously, Sam, Ted, thank you very much for always coming on.
Thanks very much, mate.
And obviously,
cheers for the comments, Ant. Great support, son.
Sorry about the pen yesterday. Don't remind me. I think it was like 6 or 7 pens I went the wrong way, and eventually I saved one.
Luke walked out of the way when the gaffer had one.
I've got to make this all look better, haven't I? But until then, guys, obviously make sure you hit that like button. Of course, subscribe to the channel if you are new. And of course, we have been Sporting Bengal United. We play tonight at home to West Essex. Hopefully 3 points for the mighty Sporting Bengal to get us tied third in the Essex Senior League. But until then, we'll see you next time and take care and see you soon.